I realized my marriage was over. While hiding behind a concrete pillar at an airport, white tulips, carefully wrapped, cream ribbon, the kind you order in advance from an expensive florist. In 15 years of marriage, Ethan called flowers financially irresponsible. But there he stood at arrivals, bouquet raised, smiling like a man waiting for the love of his life. Then she appeared, tall, ivory coat, dark hair, moving through the crowd like she already knew she was wanted. Sophia Bennett. Her name had been surfacing for a year. Conferences, donor dinners, his phone. Every time I mentioned it, Ethan said the same thing. You're imagining things, Madison. But Sophia walked straight into his arms. Not nervous, not quick, practiced. My phone buzzed. Keep tomorrow evening free. I have something special planned. I want you to feel like the most important woman in my world. I almost laughed out loud. I own a luxury event design company in Dallas. I know when a room is being staged. Tomorrow night was the Whitestone Medical Foundation Gala. 500 guests. Ethan's keynote at 8:15. Press cameras. Board vote at 9. He thought he was walking on stage to bury me. He forgot who designed the stage. I drove home and went straight to his study. Ethan trusted me not to search. Now he trusted a locked drawer more. 3 minutes with a flathead screwdriver. Inside, a jewelry box, sapphire necklace, a card tucked beneath the velvet. S. For the night we stopped pretending. E. Tomorrow night, I kept going. Hotel receipts, 2 Paris tickets, a wire transfer to Bennett Consulting Group, $48,000, then a black folder, a draft statement, my name in the first paragraph. Dr. Ethan Carter confirms that he and his wife have been navigating difficulties related to her emotional well-being. They weren't just having an affair. They were planning to make me look unstable. And in Sophia's own email, once Madison is no longer a complication, optics become easier. Not wife, complication. I took the folder. My company was designing the gala. Ethan had insisted. He put me inside the system because he believed I would never burn my own reputation. He was right about one thing. I wouldn't burn mine. I called Marcus, my AV director. Is the donor video reel still editable? Until noon tomorrow. I need a private insert. Triggered only from your console. Pause. That sounds expensive. Send me the assets. Then I called Nina. Move Sophia Bennett to table 3. That's front center. I know. Every door bricked over from the inside. The next evening, Ethan approached the podium looking like a painting of success. I sat at the front table in navy silk. Calm, still. He thanked donors. Then his voice softened. Tonight, I need to speak not only as a physician, but as a husband. He turned toward me. My wife has faced private challenges. Painful ones. Madison, I wanted you to know publicly that I will always care for you, no matter what comes next. The blade wrapped in velvet. He reached inside his jacket. I raised my champagne glass, just barely. Marcus saw it. The ballroom lights dimmed. The screen behind Ethan went black. Then, the airport. Tim, tulips, Sophia, walking into frame. 500 people went completely silent. I missed you, he whispered on screen. Tomorrow, no more hiding. Gasps, chairs shifting. Ethan spun around. Turn that off! His microphone caught every word. Next, home security footage. Sophia at my front door. Ethan kissing her before it closed. Then the necklace receipt. The card. For the night we stopped pretending. Then the emails. She suspects but has no proof. Use that. The foundation cannot afford instability before the vote. The room was no longer scandalized. It was calculating. Sophia moved for the exit. Nina stepped into her path with 2 security guards. Ms. Bennett, the foundation chair requests all key guests remain available. Move. Nina smiled. No. On stage, Ethan grabbed the microphone. This is a malicious attack by a woman who has been emotionally unstable for months. I walked to the stage. I took the second microphone. My husband is right about one thing, I said. Tonight is about truth. The room stopped breathing. For 15 years, I protected his reputation. I smiled through humiliations. I accepted explanations that insulted my intelligence. I looked at him. But generosity is not blindness. He leaned close. Madison, don't. The documentation you just saw has been delivered to my attorney, the ethics committee, and 2 reporters currently in this room. Ethan grabbed my arm. A camera flash burst. He let go instantly. Too late. I stepped back and left him alone beneath the lights. You thought I was standing beside you. I glanced at his own words frozen on the screen above him. I was standing close enough to see where to cut. Full story on channel, link below.